technically, this is a test because this is my new microphone. But if it works, please let me know in the chat. What we're looking at here is information brought to us by Space Weather Mike. Looks like we have another nice look at the long duration C-class solar flare from active region 2734. Here you can see the coronal dimming occurring. Herald / truth at the at Tamitha Scove, Space Weather Master, and at Halo CME. Am I going to talk like this the whole time? I don't know, man. We just had a Earth-directed CME solar flare. And when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird. And I act funky. And I try and rhyme words like donkey and plunky. Like, man, when I tossed this guitar pick, it made a plunky noise. Dang, I hope my jokes get better. But earlier this morning, or yesterday technically, because right now it is March 8th in Texas. If you're on the West Coast, it's like 10:47 a.m. p.m. And if you're other places, well, your time may vary. What am I talking about? Oh yeah. There's a bunch of shit going on here. And it looks like we got a triple action feature. We got the one in the middle, we got the one on the bottom, and then one at the top grows like, hey, I want to join this triple action party. Alright. I'm checking on. Can you hear me? Is my microphone working? I'm all alone. That's okay. I've been alone before. I can probably handle it. I just want to know if my microphone is working. Alright, here we go. So yeah, the magnetic field doesn't look extremely abnormal. But as you can see, we're getting strange activity, technical jiggly bits, all on the surface of the corona. That is a major snap off, pop off. And like the horoscopes and astrologers were saying, hey, this is going to be a tense time. Don't pop off. Look what the sun did. It totally popped off. And it looked like it left behind a long-term solar feature, ? Asterisk. Or flip those around, depending on whatever makes you and your own personal solar science feel way better. So I'm just sitting here looking at the sun. She's mysterious. Magnificent. Oh my god, I bought reading glasses. I'm putting them on now. I can see it so much clearer now. And that is more impressive. Bang, and it just clears everything out around it. Technically, it looks like it's still in play. It's still happening. Now let's check it out on this one. We get the little black box and the reverse engineering eclipse of something. You get dancing gremlins all around the edges of the corona. And then we get the piece de la resistance. Boom. And Freud said like everything is a penis, but I disagree because that definitely looks like a vagina. And both those are scientific terms. I mean, watch it spread. You know. Shit. Maybe it would be better if the microphone isn't working. It's spring. Wow. This is pretty impressive though. Wow. Super wow. And you ain't even just gotta look at that. There's shit happening all over. Everything is excited. The sun's whole body. Solar maximum. Yeah, it's just a phrase I threw out. Don't let it trigger you. Is anybody here? I just want to test my mic. One person? Not even one person. Oh my God, we got people. This is my you hear me? Okay, kick ass. I haven't checked the arm yet in a couple hours because I got in a weird headspace. Apparently, right around the time of this solar blast, my brain went to semi-jello, or just started thinking about all the bigger stuff, you know? And so I'll check on it in a bit, but I'm saying this is an Earth-directed coronal mass ejection solar flare, and it pops like an arrow. Like, that is amazing. And, you know, technically, I believe light operates with an instantaneous component to where, like a river, light is always connected to us, Earth, in some way. And so anything in like a plasma matter range will travel slower than the instantaneous light component. And so I don't know, anything over 10 minutes to like 2.3 days I would think is the earliest effect we would feel. But I would definitely put everyone on Earth on full earthquake and volcano awareness watch, because that is an Earth-directed. Yeah, that is. It's like the Batcave just opened up. It's like, out comes the Batmobile. Remember, it's not even done. Like, that's not even its final form. That's impressive. That's totally impressive. And they were saying a portal's going to open up today. All the astrology folk. And, well, that looks like a portal or a Batcave or a giant tunnel of light. Though, if this is a good karma season, then my karma should be amazing. Good things should happen. Yeah, I could stare at that all night, baby. I gotta try not to be cheesy or douchey. I'm gonna write that down on a piece of paper with a pencil. Don't be cheesy or douchey. Unless it's really funny. Yep. Yeah, no, I saw a couple explanations for whatever the eclipse is today, but there were multiple. It was like, if A doesn't work, then use B. And if B doesn't really work, then try C or D, or just mix them all together. It's one of those things. Calling Astromut, he probably knows. For reals. Or Astronomy Live. Alright, this one is going slow. How you guys doing? I gotta get better at checking the comments. But it's definitely a smoke 'em if you got them. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that was a good idea. Let's check the Orion arm. Which one? I think it's this one. I think this is the bigger one. Boom. How's everybody doing tonight? Like I said, if you're just joining us, the sun has had a major, I think it's a coronal mass ejection and solar flare. We don't have any numbers on it yet. Looks pretty massive. Looks as impressive as anyone I've seen. It has a Batcave. Wow, look at it. Hit the mountaintops. Yeah, that is some. I think moisture streaming on it. And the blooming onion has changed shape. It's widened some. Oh, and that almost looks like the thing on the sun. Check that out. It's harder to zoom in on this. See how the top layer, the top lip, and the bottom lip, see how they widen? That's a bad one. Wait. No, come back. Why did you guys slow down? I need you to keep working. Yeah, watch how, like, we've been watching the thing by New Zealand for a couple days now. Maybe even a week. Time is different these days. But watch how the lips of this thing open up, like, and open a Batcave. And that almost exact thing happens by New Zealand. But I don't know what would keep the sun connected on that one spot. Because the sun rotates around, and the earth rotates around. And so for it continuously doing that same, this thing, see, like it stayed there. Like this thing doesn't rotate around the earth. Is that a teleconnection? Oh, you'll see what I'm talking about, hopefully. Oops. Oh, yeah. Another thing. Can't get too obsessed. Let me run down the list real quick. Another thing that is very interesting and fascinating. All of California is green. That's correct. It's got a couple colors in it. But overall, I'd say the majority of the colors is green. And so I was like, wow, that's crazy. I'm going to check. Boom. Where'd it go? Oh, it's a hydrological outlook. Elevated flood threat due to spring snowmelt across portions of California. If I say any words weird or funny, it's probably because the sun just had a big CME and it's earth facing. It's got geoaffective components. Oh yeah. The potential for flooding due to spring snowmelt in the California-Nevada River Forecast Center's domain is elevated due to above normal snowpack. In California, this elevated risk is for many locations in the mountainous areas of the Cascades and the Sierra Nevada. And at no time do I want to make, if I make jokes, it's not a joking matter. It's just if I do this all day, every day, I have to keep a sense of humor. Snowpack, but what I was saying was they had a big old avalanche shut down a highway in Colorado, and there's video footage of it. I got it in here somewhere. Watch, yeah, I bet I can find it for you. Crap. No, that's the old one. One moment, please. I need to work on mine. That's why it'd be great to have a sidekick. My sidekick could say something. Or I would be the sidekick. If it's a woman. I would. Okay, hold on. You can see some trippy shit. You're not doing it for me. Okay, here we go. It's gonna be worth it. Just give me a second. Dang, where to go? Oh shit. I guess. Watch. I'll just let this run there. You ready? I'm pull this. You guys be good. Okay, here we go. Okay, watch this. This is like a rough cut. Here we go.
America's driest location is anything but right now. You're looking at parts of Death Valley, California, flooded. We also wanted to mention that flooding forced 2 roads and damaged one of them last month. The flooding in Death Valley also, I know it might sound like a sign of the apocalypse.
Heavy rain, gale force winds, snow over high ground. The weather is going to throw all of those things at us over the next week or so because the jet stream is strong, it's powerful, the winds high up in the atmosphere racing across the Atlantic, spinning up weather systems. But some of the exact...
Dang it.
details in the forecast, particularly for the...
Okay, there it is. Maybe. What was that? Did you see that? That's crazy. Let's go back to half. That's what I was looking for.
This coming weekend are still open to question.
Authorities have closed Highway 70
Alright, maybe it'll work now.
between Vail and Frisco, Colorado, due to an avalanche that has ruptured a natural gas pipeline.
Have a look at this. A massive sinkhole opened up on Wednesday at the Louisville Zoo. That's in Kentucky, by the way. The sinkhole is about 50 feet deep. and almost the size of a football field.
Well, our next snowstorm could bring blizzard conditions. So what do we need for that? Well, we have to have winds over 35 miles per hour and visibility less than a quarter of a mile, and that needs to happen for a duration of 3 hours. And we think that could be possible on Saturday as this low pressure deepens and the winds pick up.
We've got a very active weekend ahead, which does include the threat of severe weather. Right now, we're talking about the winter component, and boy, is that going to be pretty hardy. So you can see coming out of the Rockies and then moving up into the plains in the Midwest, we've got snow, very gusty winds, potential for blizzard conditions to set up, okay, everybody? And then as we go from Saturday over into Sunday, we start seeing that snow and ice spreading over into parts of the Northeast. Some of that still sticking around as we go into early Monday. But across the Rockies and then much of the plains, we're talking about a mix of rain, snow, sleet, freezing rain, some heavy wet snow stretching from the Dakotas over to Wisconsin, snowfall rates of 2 inches per hour, and you can see in some spots really adding up.
But police are advising people to stay away from the area due to a high risk of more avalanches. And here's a look at the avalanche warning through today.
There was an earthquake in nearby Tennessee earlier on this week. Some people in the area have expressed concerns about the stability of their houses, and the zoo and other nearby attractions like the Mega Cavern, they'll remain closed until the area is deemed safe.
The states that are going to be affected by this is Nebraska, the Dakotas, Minnesota. You could be looking at this, and also Wisconsin.
Okay, you remember a couple of weeks ago, the end of January, remember the polar vortex? Yeah, those words could be a little bit traumatic for some people to hear.
You got it.
It's cool.
Yeah, dude! Are you kidding me?
3.
Are you kidding? That was awesome, dude! Oh my gosh. You are the man. Give me 5. Yeah.
Kids get it, give them 5.
They are transitioning from a rescue to a recovery operation in Beauregard, Alabama. Flags in the state are being flown at half-staff to honor the 23 victims of Sunday's EF4 tornado. Governor Ivey toured the area Wednesday.
This is one of those storms that was so devastating, so violent, that it would be very, very difficult to survive.
As we venture into Friday, we're going to see a quick shot of snow impacting the mid-Atlantic portions of the Northeast, and then a bigger system working its way into the plains as we head into the weekend. Over the higher terrain of West Virginia, though, into the mountains, we're going to be talking about some slick conditions. Elkins and perhaps down towards some of the ski resorts around Timberline, Canaan Valley, Snowshoe.
Why are you slowing down on me? All right. It's just that stuff I'm editing. Don't get mad if you see it again in a video. Alright, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me. I am talking about this coronal mass ejection solar flare that has just happened, or happened a couple hours ago. It is totally Earth facing, and then the thing opens up like a, look at that, like a bat cave, or tulips. But look how that pattern and what it opens up to be, that matches, in my opinion. We can have different opinions like that. Like this used to be tighter in our awesome blossom, and now the two lips of this have gotten wider. And so I can't confirm all these are volcanoes, but I'm pretty sure some of them are. The seamounts we're seeing under the water, and that arm is still super impressive. And this is that storm, if you saw the video I was doing earlier today, where I was like, this is weird, where it has this thing, I think it's this one, it has it come all the way over and then kind of dissipate, or one run had it going straight up. And why is my voice cracking all of a sudden? I guess we can blame Mercury retrograde. Dang you. I mean, I love you, Mercury. You don't get enough credit. I think you're a total badass. You're my friend. Alright, that is not the... Boom. That is the alignment right now. Mars, Uranus, Eris this side. Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Ceres, Venus this side. And us kind of sort of in the middle, semi-aligned with Neptune. And Mercury coming around the mountain. Yeah, it doesn't look very balanced either. We're still out front. So let's go check our pressure map, shall we? Kind of looks like the dude, the suit, and a tie. There's his nose, there's his mouth. Somebody give him a black eye, left eye, or is he wearing paint? I don't even know. He got a big right hand and he's scratching his belly, I guess. Anybody recognize that symbol? Anyway, so the crazy shit is still going on by the Russian, Aleutian, Alaskan area. And the arm is going from there to there. Do you want to see total precipitable water first? Okay. That's all the water and rain that's willing to participate in a storm. And for a second I just felt cheesy. I was like, dude, I told myself not to be cheesy. Way to go. But cheese is okay. That's why when I look at people, you know, I always look at people who do like radio shows. It just seems like 3 hours of content's a lot to do every day. I guess that's why Coast to Coast was so good. I mean, it was hit or miss, you know. You could tune in and get some kick-ass ghost paranormal thing, or you could tune in and get some dude talking about new fruit juices for an hour. But I was always glad to have Coast to Coast anytime I was driving after midnight. Because sometimes when you're driving on road trips, especially by yourself, the radio is not your friend. Sometimes it's your friend, your best friend. Life's funny like that. Okay, what were we talking about? Okay, so let's look at the total cloud water. That's the water in the clouds, but not all of it wants to participate. Yeah, so that is the crazy thing I'm watching. Where, like, if that ends up lower, that would be major trouble. Oh, yeah, here's another crazy thing. Check that out. And this is the 15th, which is a week away. GFS, but like that is like Rain Band Hall of Fame. And that is a chunky wet area over the big problem area of river flooding. Oh, I've got good stuff on my timeline, don't I? Okay, let's go down that real quick. We got Mike, another nice look. I'm going to read that. But for the new people, this is live. Right, yeah, we go backwards. Wait. What have I done? Okay, let's do this one. Also by Mike. Space weather, Mike. Somehow, all the cool kids gravitate to space weather. Yeah, look at that. Pow. Pow. That is super pow. And thank you, Super Mike, for adding the Earth scale in there. So yeah, I think, if we understand correctly, the Earth is down here. It's under the ecliptic, or under the middle of the sun. And so, but the way that blasted out, I would still guess we would get hit by that part. And that's a pretty fast, that's going to be pretty fast solar wind speed. And it'll be interesting to see how fast it gets here. The very first charged particles. And it's like the sun takes in all these elements. And then it's like a big furnace. And stirs them up like a stew. And it spits them out as something else. I wonder, you know, I think stars could level up and then spit out new elements we've never even seen before. It's possible. I read comic books when I was a kid. Okay, we're going over that. Oh, but like I said, let's look at it. I haven't even looked at it in all of its ranges yet. Oh, wait. We'll go back here. Yeah, and it's that, would you call it a pelican? A goose? A duck? Wow, dude. And from the forecast, yeah, everything going on now is fascinating. And from the Earth forecast, they're like, we don't know what's going to happen because we're watching the high pressure zone to see what it's going to do. And until we know what it's going to do, we can't predict what these storms are going to do. And so that looks like it would be a major direct hit on pretty much all of Europe. Remember, this is one of the most active avalanche seasons. I don't think I've pointed that out enough. That this is not only do we have a lot of snow in some places, but we're also having a lot of avalanches as well. And the footage I haven't found yet for you guys, it shows cars driving along the highway by Vale, and the avalanche come down and hit all the cars as they are driving down the highway, and it just completely buries them. The good news is I think everybody ended up safe because, like, you got caught by snow, so snow's pretty gushy. It's not. You can like fall into snow if it's powdery enough. Not talking dumb. Did I mention that? Sun's acting weird. The sun acts weird. Earth acts weird. And then I act weird. Okay. What do we got? Let's go back to this. Twitter timeline never fails. Thank you, Space for the mic. You get a medal. C- class solar flare. Actually, quite impressive. Now I would agree. Oh my God, you want to see? Okay, I live in Houston, and last year, almost a year ago, I went and worked out with the Houston Texans cheerleaders. Yeah, I literally went and for one of their pre-tryouts, I went and worked out with the squad. I did. I mean, I only made it to like 30% because they're in such good shape, and I'm not. And this was brought to us by Gabrielle. Whoa, we don't need that slow down sound. That is a badass jump, dude. There's no way I could do that right now. Or ever, probably. That is like Spider-Woman stuff. Look at the poise. And the look she is. She's badass. Right, so Craig with a guy, King with a Twitter, follow up no slouch either. And this is on the 9th, where I don't know if it's a cutter, a slider, a knuckleball, a clipper. I'm not good with words, man. Drug art. Yeah, because if you're not on drugs, that thing looks normal. So if you're seeing crazy shit in there, you should be seeing a dress inside there, and then you have to figure out, does that dress look blue, or does that dress look white? And then find out what all your friends think. Laughter is the greatest weapon we have, and we, as humans, use it the least. Man, I had a crazy thought today. I won't discuss it. Here's where I discuss that giant thing that's over in the corner. That thing. Where, like, we need to watch whatever that's going to do. Because it does. Oh, let's check it out then. I don't want to build all the suspense and have nothing happen. You know. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind building all the suspense and have nothing happen. I'm okay with that. Can't get them all right, but all I'm saying is we should watch it. Okay, here we go. Let me take a second to load. So just watch the activity of everything in the Pacific. Where they go. So yeah, that one gets pulled straight up, but becomes like a double. And so that high pressure is almost like it lets that one through, and then it's like playing goalie. After that one, which would bring one more wave to California and the West Coast, Oregon and Washington. That would be more snow, sleet, ice. Then it just magnetizes or sucks up all the low pressure spots, like straight up into the Alaska. The HARP. But like I said, that with the alignment of the planets and watching the moisture and the heat, it's like we're in the belly of a beast. The beast being planet Earth. She's changing, man. Don't make me start talking about the Mexican volcano that's been going on for 5 weeks. The thing drives me crazy. It's been going on for like 5 weeks. I want them to do like a Saturday Night Live skit. Or like Colin Yost and Leslie Jones could do like an interview, and she stand in front of the volcano, and he's like, where you at? She's like, I'm at a volcano in Mexico. He's like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'm watching it erupt. He's like, how long it's been erupting? 6 weeks. Is it gonna affect anything? Nope, not at all. Okay, back to you. I don't know. That needs some work. It's the fact that like a volcano's been erupting for 5 weeks, and everyone's like, yeah, it's no big deal. Just like a water fountain of lava and gas and ash. I mean, what is the daily output of a volcano? Can you quantify that shit? Alright, what was it talking about? But yeah, so that's the thing behind it, that we'll have to check out the Cranky Weather Guy blog. He probably has a good idea. But yeah, and we're only 5 weeks away from testing my Eris alignment theory. Do you remember my last Eris alignment theory? Successful test? It was the Hurricane Florence. And it's like plus or minus 10 days from the alignment date. But yeah, that's how I knew that Florence was going to be somewhere near Cat 4, Cat 5. Because it's going to be on the alignment date. And so this time we'll be on this side. So hopefully it won't be as bad. But when we're back over here, which will be in the middle of October, that's when I think we're going to see a Cat 5 hurricane. And so we'll see. This is brought to us by Matthew Fraria, Massachusetts weather. Yuck. Buckle up. Yeah, or just make sure you don't buckle up in a zone that's going to flood out, or get a lot of snow before the snow will melt. And here's another thing. Is anybody here? I want to talk about one time that I got something wrong. Is anybody here, buddies? Okay, so like 2 years ago, was it 2015, 2016? I made like 8 videos about, hey, California, y'all need to watch out for the snow melt, because snowpack in 2015 or 2016 was so high it's going to cause catastrophic flooding. I made like 8. And you know what? Sure, a few places flooded out, but nothing like the math said it would. So like 10% of the water, maybe 15% of the water ended up in the reservoirs and spilling out. And I was like, holy crap, that was like my biggest quote-unquote long-term fail, where like I bet that this was going to happen. Not that I'm betting on it to happen, just saying by the math it was going to happen. And so I don't know, I made like 8 videos, and they were most of them were edited, and then nothing ever happened. I mean, a few small places flooded out, but nothing major. And then I thought about it and was like, man, what if Nestle just built a hole in there, and so like when most of the snowpack melts, Nestle steals all the fresh water, so that way they can charge everybody more for, or let's just call, I don't want to slander anybody, let's call it the candy bar company that sells water. And so, I don't know, 85% of that just fresh water disappeared. And so that's why I'm hesitant this year. It's like, I don't know how to gauge the snowpack, because I still think Disney may try, I'm sorry, not Disney, but Candy Bar Company may try and steal some of the water. But if they don't, I don't know, I'm seeing West Coast snowpack melt has been hard for me to gauge accurately so far. But yeah, right now it sounds like the totals are alarming, but I think they're comparable to 2015, but I don't know. I gotta double check all that facts, so please don't make investing or short-term decisions based on what I just said. I don't like drama. I mean, I like good drama that ends in comedy. And my mom has always said I'm a drama king, but I don't know, I think it was since I was like 30. I was like, alright, I've already been through enough shit. I don't need to go through, I'm an old man now, I don't need to go through any more shit in my life, you know, like, I can just be happy with all the simple things. And the whole competition thing where, I don't know, everything's a competition. And that being on YouTube has some elements, no matter what you cover, where everybody's trying to be like #1. It's like, yo, dude, we're a team, man. We are totally a team. Okay. Anybody got any questions? But yeah, if you're just joining us, oh yeah. So, but the tornadoes, I would say there's at least a 70% chance, 50% chance we're going to see deadly tornadoes in Alabama, and or that's yeah. I don't know specifically yet. They got some of the areas mapped out. It's one of those things like, I don't know, I would pay attention, and I don't understand. I guess, yeah, mobile homes don't usually have basements, but Texas homes don't either. Yeah, but watch them strafe across the mountains. Alright, and if you've just joined us, that what had happened was the sun, well, let's go back to the, first of all, there's 3 things. That's fascinating because you have your action here, here, and here. It almost looks like when you see the stars in the sky, they're lined up in a 3, like a, if we're looking head on at a V, that's what it would look like. So for like a planet, 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 that's what it would look like, or star, star, star. And that is quite a snap, crackle, pop. And so what effects will it have on the weather? I don't know, but we will check it out. I can guarantee you the auroras will be amazing, but the auroras have already been amazing. Could it fry shit? It seemed to travel pretty fast. I wouldn't rule it out, but I wouldn't, you know, I'm not going to make a video saying, oh my god, here comes the EMP blackout. What, 3% chance? 5? Yeah, I don't even know. But it is 2019. It seems like the more time goes by, the worse our grid gets. Yeah, but that is an impressive solar action activity. I mean, it's freaking out before and after. Yeah, I've never, that almost looks like a jagged paper clip. So in the future, when I make an edited video, hopefully of this, I can put in paper clippy. Wow. Yeah, so if you have weird emotional swings, just know that it's probably been ramped up and amplified by solar activity we're looking at. That one shoots like a gun, and it looks like weird shit is. I'm gonna have to slow that down frame by frame. Wow, that is definitely amazing. So what are you guys up to? Oh, was there action over here as well? Yeah. Looks like a spider. Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a solar spider can. Spins a web, magnetic fields. Watch out for chromal mass ejection. Bang. Yep, and then it opens up and looks like a bat cave. Yeah, but it looks like crazy shit happens before. And then it gets rotated over by mysterious or non-mysterious circle thingy. I would say it's achieved hydrostatic equilibrium, but I can only verify 2 dimensions. Technically, I can't even verify those. That joke was so bad, I got a pain in my stomach. And someone tweeted me today that the sun stays relatively the same. And I was like, well, no. And the most for me watching the cameras for so long, the bottom. Look at the bottom of the sun. Look how dark it is. It's not, the whole bottom didn't used to be that, whatever it's doing down there, that's new, or has become much more of a standout feature. Be cool if we had a camera down at the South Pole. And you know, I've always intended to do a video on, was it the Ulysses mission, where they sent a probe that went all the way over the top of the sun and then under the sun. They literally like had to send it out, like it went over the sun and then they had to send it back to Jupiter or some shit, and then it came back. And see, there's our box, and our box always goes over the same spot every single time, in the same area. Watch, here comes the box. There it was. Some boxes get in and get out. Barely leave a trace. Alright, do I got anything? What do we got down here? So yeah, and this is that storm that is coming under California, that is supposed to swoop under and then reform up with that, and then the Gulf Coast moisture. Oh yeah, let me go check this shit out. Sorry. For what? I guess if I'm gonna talk to myself, I should distinguish separate voices. Okay, that sounds like a great idea. No, I don't like that voice at all, dude. Why? What is wrong with this? It sounds too Sling Blade. Man, how do ventriloquists do it? Right. Now we're gonna watch this crazy shit. This is the double Z. Friday, March 08. And here's that low we're watching. Wait. Now I'm ahead. Going back in time. Alright, you guys watch for a second. I'm gonna light a cigarette. And now it has dialed way back on the first storm's water levels. But I don't trust it. Oh, see, but check this shit out. Sorry, what? Like, you don't have to cuss to impress the kids, man. You know, you can do your science without denying words. Now I'm just pulling out crappy voices all over. Okay, so we're getting down to 977 is the low. But that's still, that is bona fide Category 2 hurricane wind strength. Bona fide. And so it's popped it's dropped its low. Now, before it dropped it up here, now it's dropping it down there. So that means even Texas, you're going to get some nasty ass winds. And this field is going to force out the tornado section. And the thing that caused the deadly tornadoes, as far as like a storm, it was pretty like textbook wow looking as far as a storm goes. So this looks like it has all the components. And I don't think that last storm got as low. This is YouTube. It's probably best to verify your data multiple times. And so anytime you see the tight millibars, you're going to get pretty strong winds, wind gusts. So, and this is just, is that Storm 2? Yeah. So Storm 2's the big meal ticket. The only thing about, and that low that comes down California and pops up, that's this storm, wait. No, so the early runs used to have all that yellow, and then they took it out. The conspiracy part of me thinks they took it out because if you're going to drop down to total accumulated precipitation, then it would look really bad. And right now it doesn't look as bad, but that's still like 16, 18 inches, and I definitely think we'll see totals exceeded. And so if they had kept it like it was before, then that would have looked really bad. So we don't have to watch. But that's why we're here, right? It's literally why I'm live, so people can watch. So Storm A blows out by Monday, and then the next storm is already in by Wednesday. And then now watch this chunk down here. Watch that thing. This little tail, that whole tail drags over Florida. But I've seen it drag some nasty big chunks over Florida. See, look at that. That's not, whatever that is doing, that's not good. And no, like I said, if you watch, apart from one wet wave, which I think is here, and that's minimal, it doesn't have any rain coming to California. Somehow I don't think that's going to be the case. So let's go back to our magic Orion arm with our New Zealand shoulder, and that is just streaming moisture in. Will the high pressure from the magma between here and here keep the moisture flowing south? If it did, that would be more bad news for the southern Ohio, Tennessee Valley region, Mississippi River. But if it goes back up, and Cranky had mentioned that this jet was looking to be headed back towards California, then that will be more rain than our projections are showing us. Oh, which means I never even got to the thing. I got depressed. Wait, not depressed. I got down for a little bit. Yep, because a lot of dead animals. That was bringing me down. But I'm talking about that map. And so here is, in recent weeks, Memphis, Tennessee has seen the effects of major flooding, as seen in these images from NASA. So like the entire river is widening. And so with all this rain coming in, flooding season just beginning, I don't think this situation is going to get better anytime soon. And so it's a major situation, and all this water carries weight. Earlier I gave a wrong total, so what was it now, like 8 pounds per gallon? I think I did in square foot, but yeah, we'll go with yeah, it has more weight. We all agree on that. More weight than air or dry dirt. So this is the Russian River in California, and look how that has widened. And so those areas look like they will take whiles to recede. And yeah, it's a fucking downer, man, because, you know, it's like R. Kelly and Manafort. And so, hey, giant space shuttle flyback booster. Space cake. And someone's like, they give you diabetes. I was like, what? No. When I was looking at it, I was seeing it as a metaphor for oral sex. You can't get diabetes from oral sex. Were you stupid? You know? Yeah, so here it is. Cranky Weather Guy. The Pacific Tap continues. The Gulf has a pretty good plume waiting for its cue to draw north. Episode whatever of torrential mid-south rains on deck. The wonderful team at AccuWeather. That'll be for you. Pretty strong ULL in a few days on the west coast. Yeah, so that could drop some cold deep down there. Oh, Game of Thrones. And from the trailer, apparently Jaime has Widow's Wail and Brienne has Oathkeeper. So that's cool that they're fighting together. One of my Game of Thrones bucket lists looks like we accomplished. Avalanche closes Highway 91 near Copper Mountain. Snow lows turning on highway. Yeah, like I said, that's bona fide. And the new models have dropped it to 977. So the models keep reading it lower and lower. So this was from 10 hours ago. Or 8. And this was the 9th. And so it still had yellow all throughout there. But then they took it out after that run. And that might even from the 18Z. And then this is the next one. So it's a situation. Yeah, they found almost 4,000 new planets. So yeah, planets matter. Neutron stars are cool. And man, Cheers is a great show. I realize now that I guess Sam is filled with toxic masculinity because all he does is chase women. But sometimes, well, often it just means I never would. I need some water. So this is torrential rain led to flooding and road closures Wednesday, which was only a few days ago, in the California town of Sonora near Yosemite, as storms moved through the region. I'm drinking water. We're all out of room. So yeah, you can take all our weird watches up several notches. We got storms rolling in. Want to play potluck with Twitter? You never know what you're gonna get. Well, yeah, you are. 70% of the time, you're gonna get people talking about politics. Ooh, lunar halo. That's great. See how incompetent men. It's all about bad men. If they're so bad, why do you give them so much attention? Like, people were talking about what Manafort had for breakfast and what he was wearing. Like, dude, why are we giving, if you think they're bad, like, it's like bad man hour every night. Like, want to know who the bad man of the day? SpaceX. Separation confirmed. They were dropping off top secret American James Bondy stuff, maybe? I don't know. Hydra, go ahead and roll your dice. Remember, I used to think Snape was a bad guy. So you'll never know who and what team they're really on until the moment of truth. Giving it all. Banding together. Though I stick by my thing that, like, I've never known anyone in my life who had a really good sense of humor that was evil. Most people who have a really good sense of humor are always good people, you know? Sense of humor is not like a rifle. Well, happy birthday, Sophia God Nasser. Docking crew DM1. Physical separation. Wow, that sounds sexual. TMI, Jonathan. You're cool though. You're badass. Okay, more photographs. Gorgeous. I don't know. I don't get a boner over robots, man. You know? Call me crazy. Yeah, but that was from September. Yeah, we were definitely on a earthquake and volcano alert for the next 3 days. This was from 2017. Boom. That was wasn't that on the side? Yeah. This solar shot is like an arrow of energy. Yeah, watch how it all spreads out. All that mass ejecting. Alright, you guys saying some cool shit? Am I missing out on the party? Whoa. I hope the world ends. I'm tired of waiting for these storms to end my suffering. Well. Hey everybody. Blizzards in March. Am I live? I think so. I know Elon said this all a simulation. I'm like, well then, you think you'd have more fun in a simulation? You know? See, like, oh my god, dang, Cheap Tricks. South Carolina. Nestle, just down the river, by our river. Yeah. But isn't Nestle Mars? Or is Mars just quieter? Hey, Connie Lingus, always good to see you. 311 by design. Hello, Eyes for Hearts. Yeah, and a lot of times I don't check my comments because if I'm on a really good vibe and I pop in the chat section and someone's all mad or like, I want the whole fucking world to end, like, usually a low vibration will bring down a high vibration. And so, you know, I had to get all my information out without starting to yell about Jell-O or how I don't usually buy bumper stickers. You know, I don't know if I ever actually put a bumper sticker on any of my cars when I had them. French fried taters. You know, there are a lot of things you can do with a potato. It helps to be Irish. It really does. Most of the people I know who could do super magic with potatoes, like Apollo, were Irish. But yeah, I mean, the potato's like the fruit of nature, or whatever. Wormwood, but the whole thing, you can name it what you want. You can give it a new name. Maybe give it a peaceful name. And they were saying that today's a portal. So it's like, all right, imagine your future. If you could imagine the future as anything you could think of, you know, like, why is everybody like, man, the future has to suck? We have like everything at our disposal to make whatever the future of our dreams is. And I grew up in the 90s, man. You know, everything was pretty awesome and on the right track until OJ went down the highway in the Bronco, and then it was like 24/7 news in your brain all the time. And so it went from like OJ to Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky, and it was just like everybody had to know. And from them instantly, the television would turn on and be like, let me tell you who the bad guy is. Let me tell you who's coming to steal your guns. Let me tell you who's coming to steal your abortions. Let me tell you who should be getting married. Let me tell you who shouldn't be getting married. Let me tell you how old the earth is. Like, that's why I see that as the big pivot point was when news just became 24/7. And you had the news events leading up to, I mean, I think a lot of people forget, if you're around for 9/11, like right up before 9/11, the big story in the news was some congressman like had murdered his intern, and she was an attractive young woman, and it was like, that was the big, like, everybody was talking about that dude. He was a senator, and it was like all everybody talked about. It's like now, except 9/11 happened, and no one ever mentions his name again. You know, so, but yeah, nobody ever knew what happened to the girl. It was very I don't know. It's just, what was it talking about? Oh yeah, it's the fact that, I don't know. They got these crazy crap stories every day. We turn on TV. Let me tell you who the bad guys are. Richie from Boston. Yeah, and, you know, he's had a lot of trouble too, from what I understand. Didn't his old channel just go down again? And the one thing though is like, when they talk about 5G and everybody's scared of 5G, I'm like, dude, if they want to do stuff, they don't need to tell us about it. They don't need to put up towers, tell us about it. Like, technology is so much more far advanced than we see it is now. So if they wanted to spread in some type of waves that would go through your brain, they don't need to. I don't think they need to put them in Taco Bell towers or whatever. But who knows? It could be wrong. Yeah, like I said, sorry, dude. We gotta. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, people want half the world to end. I don't know. Will I be going to LeeCon? Well, I don't know. I know I got an invitation. They said, do you want to go? I was like, sure. And then I haven't heard from anybody. Except for at one time Dave called me an idiot for saying that the volcanoes under California were heating the ground during the fires, and saying that one looked like a volcano. So I haven't heard from anybody. I know it's got a pretty decent lineup. Never been to a convention, spoken in front of people like that before. So who knows? It's still like 2 months away. It's in the middle of April. So we'll see. I don't even know like how. Yeah, to work it. Although if it smelled like an ambush, I would definitely go. I love going to ambushes. Did you know last year is the 1 year anniversary of when I was at South by Southwest, walking up and down the streets, filming everything with my GoPro, walking really fast like Batman, and I rounded the corner. And there were a bunch of homeless people by the bus stop. And one of the guys was like, hey, don't videotape us. So I put my video camera like in my pocket, and I was like, "It's cool, dude." You know. And then they started yelling at me, and then they all started to surround me, like all the homeless guys I was with. So I backed up to a concrete pillar, and they're like, "You need to get the fuck out of here, man. You need to get out of here." I was like, "Dude, this is like 5th Street. It's public property. You can't tell me to." And so they had totally surrounded me up against the concrete pillar, and the guy in the front punched me right in the stomach. So I just like shot right through him like a cannonball, because you can't punch homeless dudes. But there was still like 5 to 8 of them, and the one dude punched me, and then I got like separated between myself and them like 10 feet real fast, and then I yelled at them for 3 straight minutes about how much pressure it is to be Planetary Defense Commander, and how nobody's preparing for these hurricanes, and the homeless rate was... So I literally yelled at all these people for 3 minutes about how stressed the fuck out I am. Planetary Defense Commander, and they all dispersed. And I like threw up my fists in total victory. I was like, I'm such a badass. My adrenaline was like 70,000. My adrenaline hadn't been that high in so long. So yeah, it's years since then. It was a crazy night. Crazy shit like that happens to me all the time. But somehow I magically make it through. And that time I got unscathed. Although my stomach did hurt like a day and a half later. I guess when adrenaline came down. Booby traps. Yeah, I don't know, the ones they have for like the feet that they use in the Predator. Anything that'll stick sharp stakes through your feet, those sound like bad booby traps. Like honeypot booby traps. I don't know, they may sound good at first, but then I've heard they could take a toll out on you. Me and B, that was so much fun. No. Now, this was me by myself in Austin. Me and B and his wife were in, and his wife's friend were in Galveston. Now I went up to Austin with my friends, and I went to check it out because I used to live in Austin. I used to run up and down 6th and 7th Street all the time. I used to be a doorman on 6th Street. And it was like 1 a.m. every Saturday night. A girl would walk up and be like, "Can I kiss you?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." I swear, it was great. I was a doorman and my buddy was the manager of the bar. We had a great summer, let me tell you. Anyway, but that was different because you could walk up and down 6th Street and you'd have like 50 to 100 different bands. Almost all of them are, we're talking like 96 to 2003, 2004, 97. Almost all of them original bands. And so the vibe was just totally different. I mean, Austin's still a cool place, but yeah, it's not. Walking up and down the street, you know, what was it? American Idol and karaoke. The karaoke push really took out the original songwriters. The singer-songwriter is not as popular as it used to be. And rock and roll is not as popular as it used to be either. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy Valentine's Day. Plus, yeah, we got the big storms coming up. How long did I talk? Probably too long. But I got the word out. Shit is going to get crazy because the sun is getting crazy. That would be nice, but I don't know. Shit has been real weird around my love life. Like, it's a matter of national security or something. So as much as I would love to date in the future, yeah, it's all very complicated. I guess shit is fucking weird. I'm seeing this foxhole. I want to go snow skiing, but then the place I would go snow skiing at is total avalanched out. Maybe, but you know, if you eat frosted cookies, then a lot of the frosted part hangs on to the crumbs. And then if you got frosting in your bra, it would definitely be a booby trap. And I gotta say, B. Rich and his wife are really cool. Really cool people. Yeah, I want to run around town. I want to go down to the volcano in Mexico. Although that would be a crazy adventure. But if it's just going off all day, then get as close to it as you can. And then go live. Who knows what this year is going to bring. I just hope shit gets better. Ooh, I'm loved. Thank you. I love to be loved. Although I gotta tell you, my foxhole smells bad. Echoes trippy? Is my sound down? Oh crap. Now I gotta be thinking about frosting and booby traps. They've done so much. I know. I don't know. Austin changes now. When Hollywood moved all there, see, it like peaked when I was there. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, that was a fun time. That was great. That was when like Bob Schneider was dating Sandra Bullock, and Robert Rodriguez had his band Tarantula there, and I like Vallejo, and there were just so many. And our bar had Thursday through Sunday 3 live music acts, original a night. So then when the night would end, whoever we thought was cool at the bar, most of the time the musicians too, we would get them to stay, and then we would hang out and drink all night till like 5 in the morning, and then go eat breakfast tacos at that place off Guadalupe. Well, there was like 2 Magnolia Star Seats. So it was, yeah, I don't know. I had a great time in Austin, and that was so much fun. But yeah, it was the old Earl Campbell restaurant, which used to be a barbecue place. So we had a great kitchen, and Jeff was a good cook and a great bartender. Man, those were good days. Whoa, I hear music. Is that you guys? Is that the aliens? No, I'm very worried about North Carolina, South Carolina. I'm concerned about all the coasts. Hit the button, baby. Good night. And on that, I will say good night as well. Thank you for everybody listening, or anybody who's watching this future. And thank you. Whoa. You mean there are real life females in here? That is crazy. I want you all to have sweet dreams. And they say your dreams may be crazy over the next week. Remember, there's some crazy magnetic super dimensional portal opening. So use your good thoughts. Use your best self. Dream of a good future you want with the good people you want to have in it. And stay cool. Plus, be romantic when you can. And artistic. Okay, y'all stay cool. And I will definitely talk to y'all in the future. Appreciate it. And I love you guys. God bless everyone.